that will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Looking downfield, it's Webster. Just a short pass to the tight end. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Western Michigan. The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. To the air, it's Webster. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Fakes the grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
The run from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Broncos offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of them play well today.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Jones wants to throw it. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And frankly, that's a completion. It's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Things haven't gone exactly the way. Threw it up, turnover, punt, and now they have it back. Offense working from the pistol. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Davis.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Scanning the field, it's Webster. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Falcons will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking downfield on 1st down. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
And that was a good effort. That was a good throw, good catch, but he just ran out of real estate. And if I'm a QB, you want to miss outside. You definitely don't want to miss inside, but, man, he didn't miss by much.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
Gets it out quickly. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. We've come to the break. It's Western Michigan on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Jones to throw. Finds his tight end. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Not the smartest move on that one. Out of bounds at the 9, and the field position is not good. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Falcons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Find some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Trying to turn the corner on the left. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. Now on the return. Slips through the line. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Looking to throw, it's Webster. Using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Broncos. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You put moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to...
Lining up to add another.
On a show offensively, feels like they've been gigging them since the first whistle. They're up 14 over LSU. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. He'll keep it himself. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face. He lost one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Jones wants to throw it. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs. Bangs his way to the 20. The Falcons want to move quickly. Defense in press coverage. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Now they'll run the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the pass when it's 2nd and 11. Jones to throw. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20.
That's a first down for the offense.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Fires downfield. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Bowling Green, 0.
And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far there in Northwest Ohio today. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Dwight L. Perry Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Falcons will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll call for the fair catch here. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Looking to pass. It's Webster. Catch in the middle. It's Davis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Falcons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. A strike downfield. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Here comes the heat. Running into the open space.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
The Falcons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. And there he goes. Run out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And man, what an explosive, dynamic return there. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. This field position is quite advantageous. 1st and goal from the 4. How about that return? He may not get credit for a touchdown, but if they can pay it off, that score set up by the return man. Looking for the score. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Here's the handoff. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Western Michigan. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he puts through the extra point.
Bowling Green, 3.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
On the move at the 30. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And the Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Webster. They're setting up the screen. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bowling Green. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
You know, as an offense, you're playing this defense, and they're in a 3-4 alignment. You're worried about the pass rush. The edge. How about big fella in the middle? Completely collapsed the pocket on that play.
And the Broncos line up to punt it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Anderson will throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. The snap sets up the throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass. Never had a chance.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Trying play action. He'll take a shot. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And honestly, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting the in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Wisconsin has just had no answers today, and I'm not sure you could put J.J. Watt back out there inside Camp Randall and expect a different outcome. They're trailing by 25 to Penn State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.